Be me. Date a liberal, feminist chick. We'll call her Ann. Ann randomly gets texts at night. I try to look over and get a glimpse at her phone, but she had one of those screen protectors that blocks side view. Some nights she'd disappear into the living room. Try to fix her laptop for her one day. Snoop through her internet history. See OnlyFans links. Confront her about it. She denies having an account and only goes on there to chat with friends. I have no idea what OnlyFans is at the time. Thought it was like Skype but with some NSFW aspects. One night I wake up at 3 a.m., and is gone. Go to check in the living room. Open the door. See that she is laying on the floor and is posing in her lingerie. Look at screen. She didn't notice me behind her and she had earphones on. Dinosaur Cook 420 donates $30. I yell, Roxanne, you don't have to strip for the stream site. She gets mad and storms out. I kinda miss her. I know she was a bit sleazy but she was a dime a dozen. How would you react? I'd if this is the correct place to share this, but okay, here I go. Be me. 27 Yopajit Muslim from India. Not chat enough to find a wife myself, so parents are arranging my marriage. Work at a state bank government job, so I am set for life. They have selected 2 Muslim women, one from the north of India, one from my state. I live in western part of India. North Indian Muzzy is hot and pretty but she doesn't earn much and plans to be a stay-at-home wife. The Muzzy that lives in my state is kinda cute, she earns more than me, is a mechanical engineer and wants to make a career. I was confused between these two and was really tempted to choose the mechanical engineer. TFW, my first cousin, once removed daughter of my cousin, calls me and asks me to meet her. We meet and she asks me to consider her as an option for marriage. Wav shit. Wav. Really tries to sell herself as the perfect person for me to marry. Tells me we always got along and we know each other very well, so marrying a person you know is better off than marrying someone I don't know. Blood-related marriages are really rare these days and tell her that's weird. She says that is a bullshit reason for me to give and tells me to find a more appropriate reason to reject her. It has been 2 weeks since then and she keeps calling me from time to time to ask me for an answer. Can you guys help me figure out how to reject her without hurting her feelings? Be me. Have girlfriend who's interested in psychology. She accurately identifies some issues with my father. Begin trusting her judgment, even if she's not licensed. She's really good and studies a lot. Eventually starts asking me strange questions and saying strange things. Oh, do you like repeating stuff that I say? That's called echolalia. Think nothing of it. More questions start coming. You really like numbers, right? You can't help but remember them. Well, yes, I am studying math. Numbers are awesome. Whenever you get super focused you don't hear your name being called? You take things very literally. That's not what I meant. Eventually realize something's up. Finally the dreaded time comes where she mentions it to me. Hey Anan, I think you have autism. What the fuck do I do, guys? I'm going to university right now and somehow nobody has noticed that I have high-functioning autism in my life. I'm a pretty smart guy, been getting A's all my life. I'm literally just retarded. Any advice? I can't even get diagnosed because it would ruin most of the career opportunities I've been pursuing. Can I just BS my way through this? Be me. Senior year starts next week, got held back. I'm 18 stfamans. Spent all summer working a respectable job. Work with a ton of cute girls in my age range, only a couple other guys. One day after work, gets food with a girl from work. Anon, do you have a crush on X? No, I have a crush on Y. Gives me advice and we hang out to talk about relationships. Y stands me up on our double date, advice girls date cancels. We go together to the movies, had a great time. Hanging out more and more, Starbucks dates and such. Catches feelings, today I ask her out. I share the same feelings toward you Anon, but I'm broken and I don't want to hurt you. Context, her ex cheated on her a few months ago, conflicted on current guy thing she was talking to because she likes him but he has a GF and he has cheated on her before. Every relationship carries some risks. Actually liking each other is a better start than most have. Porn was ruined for me in my teens. Be me, 19. Have friends over. Have music for background noise at first. Friend 1, put some porn on, I wanna see some titties bounce, but leave the music, let's see if they sync. Me, okay, sure, why not? Might be funny if they do sync to metal. Present friend count +1 then +2. Newly arrived friend 3 steps in the living room, stops, jaw hits floor, exclaims loudly, she's got a pimple on her ass. Everybody turns to face the screen. Pimple popper. GIF on screen. We all laughed and carried on. Flash forward few days, weeks, whatever, frustrated. I realized that I am now looking for goddamn pimples on asses and get distracted. Porn no longer a turn on. Outcast for life.jpg. And yes, how I quit porn. A goddamn pimple on an ass. And believe me, I tried everything, sicker porn. Figured crank the degeneracy dial up to 11. Didn't work. Farm girls? Nope. Interracial? Nah. Young, old? Nope, just disgusted at the flappy bits. Fags? Lesbos? Orgies? No, no, and WTF confusing af no. Tried it all. Just nothing. No interest whatsoever. Yeah, cleavage, cold weather, nipples and sexy outfits and whatever will turns me on, alright. Just not on a screen. I'm 30 plus now and I missed the send nudes train because of that shit. Never seen the appeal. If they're worth asking to see nude over text, they're worth doing it, drill. In fact, that's how I ended up getting laid a few times, but that's another story. Hello/adverb/, once again I come to you in times of doubt, hoping to receive some cold showers of reality. Be me, 24 meters. June 9th, drunkenly confessed to a girl I've been friends with for years that I'm attracted to her. She had a BF at the time, who cheated on her 2 months prior and generally was a bit of a jerk. She knew about the cheating but was still with him. Against all odds, she tells me she's been into me for a long time as well. I think, well, then maybe let's explore this thing. In the next weeks we get really close, hanging out together at the pool, hugging and sleeping in the same bed one night. I try to kiss her one night but she moves away politely. Eventually she tells me that it's true that she's attracted to me, but she has the situation with her BF on her mind and doesn't want to mix things up and hurt me. I say okay then, let's see what the future brings. She goes on vacation for 1 month. Her BF breaks up with her over the phone, denying her any prospect of fixing things. We meet one time with friends on August 10th, nothing particular happens. I go on vacation the day after, and I'm still abroad, will come back in a few days. The question is, should I try and step in, getting close to her again, or is it better to wait and see if she reaches out? I don't want to look like a vulture that was just waiting for her to break up, even if that's the truth, lol. Right now we aren't texting much, mainly because she doesn't use the phone much in general. She seems quite fine emotionally. She even told me that she met her ex one time to take her things from his house and she didn't feel all that sad. My main concern is that maybe for her the days we've got closer were just something of a summer thing that she doesn't care about anymore, and I don't want to seem desperate or needy. Anyways. Is it time to attack or to wait? Be me. Post something on the Reddit. Gets kinda popular. Girl messages, wants to get to know me. Looking for relationship, giving me a chance. Retardsburg who's never had a chance. OK.jpg. She's hot. fac_me.png. We talk, starts off well. Fizzles out, can't get her to talk about herself much. What do? Do I abandon? How do I get her to open up? We have some commonalities, but why won't she play along if she was the one initiating? Again, I am Retardsburg. Be me. Absolute klutz, great work ethic, very polite. Work in extremely dangerous field as trade union member. Fired instantly or laid off within 2 months at every job due to stupidity and mistakes. Usually had to wait months to get rehired, never apply, just sit on union books. Move to new state, into new position I tested into. Get fired from first job in 2 weeks. 5 hours later union assigns me new one. Apparently they just automatically assign me a new one each time I get fired here. Does this count as job security or unemployability? My friends who are familiar with my work situation say this is the best thing to ever happen to me. Me 25 years old. Grew up fundy, homeschooled, went into workforce at 18 working in a machine shop, driving forklifts. Eventually got promoted, taught the office and did data entry. Left the church I grew up in because of sexual harassment. Went to work at a bank doing data entry at 24. Start transing MTF. Recently promoted, make $22 an hour with very low call, for America. I'm at a crossroads now. Since I don't have a degree, I feel like I'm very limited in how much I can eventually earn. I don't want to do menial work like this for the rest of my life. I save everything I make so that I can eventually afford trans-related surgeries in a few years, FFS, laser hair removal, etc. I'm considering going to community college 2 years and transferring to state college, university. I would be going full-time and paying for it with savings/scholarships/part-time work. I would hopefully get a job at Starbucks part-time so I can use their trans-related benefits, covers around $50,000 of costs that I would otherwise have to pay out of pocket. Quitting my job seems really risky, especially with COVID, and I feel like a lot of things could go wrong. I also haven't done any school-related things for years and I would need to take a lot of remedial classes. TLDR. Stay at comfy corporate job making $22 an hour and save up over years. Quit job, go to college, paying mostly out of pocket, and work part-time just for medical-related benefits? I feel like the second option just makes so much more sense, but I'm really trepidatious. Especially with COVID and not having a clear plan for which degree I want. I think it would be too late for fall semester at this point too.